We're here at the Convention Center here in D.C. at the Feast of Sharing annual celebration that D.C. Facilitates in collaboration with some partners, including our agency, DCRA, Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs. And I'm so happy to be here today. We've got lots of information about some of the things that we do.
Lots of forms, huh?
Yeah, well, not so much forms. One form, but just lots of information, really. Information about, for people who are renters, people who own homes, for consumers throughout the district who are, we even have this new consumer alert we just actually debuted today. Today we're proud to unveil the first part of this new series called Tips for Holiday Shoppers. And what we're going to do is have, the series consists of 4 different consumer alerts. And the first one is targeting it's tips about getting started in terms of holiday shopping. So this one's really great, and it's also available both in English as well as Spanish.
Oh, that's good.
So we're trying to, make sure open our
Accommodate,
language access.
yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay, what is this? This is Consumer Alert?
Another consumer alert. This is actually from earlier last year. It's specifically for students, helping them to find money for college.
Oh yeah.
Not only helping, but helping them to make sure that they're aware of the scams that are out there. And there are lots of bad people out there. It's something we want to make sure that people know. There are lots of bad people who want to do everything they can to get your hard-earned money.
And take advantage of you. So this gives you some of the tips on things to look out for.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
So that's that.
So that's good information. And then I see you have something over here. What is this? This says, is your landlord license?
Well, yes. Actually, this is a great campaign we started. It's called This Should Be Illegal. And we created a website called thisshouldbeillegal.com.
Okay.
It's available on Facebook. We have a Facebook account just for this project, which is really, really great, specifically for college students in the district who are looking to rent homes, who live in rental properties. We've heard countless horrible stories about students who lived in homes that were hazardous and they died because they were not properly licensed. The landlords were not properly licensed to conduct business in the district. And as a result, they didn't have the inspections that go along with having a property that is properly licensed.
Okay.
And so these homes were not suited for living. And we have a couple of bad instances where college students have died in fires or in other really bad incidents as a result of living in places that were not inspected by our DCRA inspectors.
Very, very important.
So that's a big concern of ours. We also have some things here for renters about the new, some regulations, not so much new, but DC Housing Code standards, making sure that, again, following with the student component, but this one's just for everyone, making sure that the place that you live is safe. We want to make sure that DC residents are safe, especially if they're renting homes. That's something that we're really emphasizing, and we're campaigning a lot and doing a lot of outreach throughout the communities about this specific topic.
Like one of the things that we heard about in this past year was that horrible fire up in Mount Pleasant, where that entire apartment building was gutted, and all those folks had to move out. And so that wouldn't have been a very
and so those are things kind of like
good living situation.
Right, exactly. So these are the kinds of things that we want to prevent from happening. Making sure that our inspectors are visible, that they're out there, that people know that if there's an issue, if you suspect that your landlord is doing something that's unethical or unlawful, that they can call. We have a number available. We have inspectors on staff. You can call our agency at 202-442-43.
So what do we have back here?
Well, this is a great tool that we use for all of our outreach events that pretty much highlights and summarizes all of the things that the agency does. It includes building permits, building inspections, professional licensing. You can get your basic business license. That's something that we're going to be really doing a lot of outreach in the next couple of weeks, making sure that people who are conducting business in the district are properly licensed to do so, that they have a license, that they're reputable businesses, and that kind of pretty much it helps to ensure that when a customer goes into a store, goes into a facility to conduct business and they're spending their money, that if something goes awry, there is some recourse. And so that's something that's important to us.
Now, is there a fee associated with getting a business license?
There are fees, and there are various. I recommend just going into, you can go online. We have a great website continuously being updated by our staff. That's dcra.dc.gov. Wonderful website, has all of this information on it. You can even have the price. Some of the prices are on there for the licenses.
Okay.
So I couldn't tell you, exactly.
Yeah, but they vary depending on what the requirements are.
Profession.
Okay. All right, that's very good information. Now, with the conversion to digital television looming large, coming up in February, then you have some information on that, right?
Definitely have information about the DTV transition over here. Initially became one of our biggest areas of concern because of the potential for fraud. And so over the last year, we've spent a lot of time doing outreach and education in terms of the transition, what it's about. We want to make sure that people know what a coupon looks like. We want to make sure that they know what the application.
Okay, now this is what an application for.
This is what an application for the converter box looks like. And so we want to make sure that people are familiar, and all of this information is located on our website under consumer protection as well. We want people to know that we encourage you to go ahead, apply for your coupon application, buy your converter box, and then try it out. Because when February 17, 2009 comes, if you don't have cable and you're using analog television, those TVs are not going to work. We do not want you to be left out in the dark.
Okay. Well, we've had plenty of warning because I remember seeing commercials, ads about that some beginning of the year, I think it was. So,
oh yeah.
So, but this is an application for a subsidized converter box, or?
Well, I guess you can call it a subsidy program, but the application, what happens once you've completed the application, you get, it takes about 5 to 6 weeks right now, but you'll get a coupon issued to you. It's a red coupon, it looks like a credit card, and you can use that coupon in order to redeem your converter box at retail stores located. When the coupon comes in the mail, there's actually a list of retailers that you can visit in your neighborhood
that are participating.
I recommend calling all of them first, pricing the converter boxes so that you know how much they are, and also making sure that they have them available so that when you go, we don't want you to waste your time. Our time is valuable. Go across town and buy your converter box, and the store is out of them.
Do you know if it's going to be one type of converter box for all television sets, or are there different?
There are many different types of converter boxes.
So it can be complicated then.
It's not. It's actually really simple, and I've done it. It took me last week. I facilitated a workshop where I actually hooked up the converter box to a television.
Oh, good.
And it took me all of 3 or 4 minutes to do it.
Oh.
So it's really simple, very easy.
As long as you have the right one, though, right?
Right. But again, it's all about being a great consumer means that you'll check to see what kind of TV you have. You may want to call your manufacturer, whoever produced your TV. But really, it's not complicated. Most of the converter boxes are compatible with analog televisions.
Okay. Well, Jessica, Edmond, you have been a wealth of information. And, of course, DCRA has a website.
Yes.
So you would suggest that people take a look at that first?
Absolutely. It's dcra.dc.gov.
Great. Well, at the Convention Center, thank you so much. You have plenty of information here, but folks can always come by online or come to your facilities if they have an appointment, right?
Right, at 941 North Capitol Street, Northeast.
Okay, great. That's good to know as well.
Yes.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful day.
See you later.
Okay.